training session, we're going to be doing supersets. So this is a change from a circuit session that I did, and we're going to change it up into a superset session. So what we want to do first is I want you to make sure you've got a drink. You either have a mat or a towel, something that you can lay on. And if you want to, you can grab yourself some dumbbells or a resistance band or baked bean things, whatever you need to make the exercises harder, if that is what you need. So for the warm-up, what I want you to do is we're going to jog on the spot for a minute. And what you'll do is you'll need a timer for this. So jog on the spot for a minute, you're going to bring your knees up nice and high, and you're going to keep doing that for 1 minute. Then we're going to move on to high knees. So you want your knees nice and high, hands out in front of you so that you can tap your hands. Do that for 30 seconds. Heel flicks for 30 seconds. So bring them up, touch your bum. Keep doing that for 30 seconds. And then you're going to do star jumps for 30 seconds. So out and in for 30 seconds. So that's the heart raising phase. Then we want to move on to the activation stage. So what we're going to do is we're going to do side shuffles. So you're going to kind of squat down and you want to do 10 each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep going on like that until you've got until 10. We're going to do some glute bridges with a hold. So what I want you to do is lay down on your mat. You're going to have your feet here. If your back hurts, then bring them a little bit closer to your bum. Push up, squeeze and hold and count to 5 and go back down and up. Count to 5. Really squeeze your butt cheeks and back down. And you're going to do that for 8 repetitions. Then we're going to do inch 1. So what you're going to do is come down. You're going to get into a press up position, hands directly below your shoulders, down and back up. And then all the way back up. And you're going to do that for 6 repetitions. Then we're going to do some gate openers, really nice and easy. Open the gate. Going to do 5 on each side. Then we want to move on to our mobilised section. So what we're going to do is lunges with torso twist. So 10 in total, 5 on each side. So down, twist, and back up, twist. So 5 of them on each side. And then straight into adductor swing. So you can use something, hold on to something if it helps. And you're just going to swing across the body 10 times, like so, and then switch to the other side. So make sure you count all the repetitions that you need to do. I'll put a little list here. And then what you need to do after that is we're going to do some feet the chickens. So come down, sweep forwards. Again, you're going to do 5 of those on each side. From there, we're going to go into shoulder swings. So really easy, you're just going to do 10 forward and then 10 backwards. Make sure you count. Make sure that our shoulders are nice and warm. And finally, we're just going to do a quick kind of high loading jumping phase. So this is going to be 2 rounds of 3 exercises. 3 exercises of jumping squats, hops on one leg and wall push-ups. So easy jumping squats, jump down, explosive back up. You're going to do 6 of those. Straight into hops. So just lift 1 foot up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repeat that on the other leg. Then we're going to go into wall push-offs. So again, 6 reps. You're going to come towards kind of a wardrobe or a wall, whatever you've got. Come in, push yourself in, and then push back off. Almost like a press up, but against the wall, and make sure it's quite explosive. And that is going to be our warm-up. So make sure you follow the kind of timings for the heart raise phase, and then you want to follow the reps for the rest of it so that you are nice and warm and ready to start your exercises. Okay, so the main set of the exercises will be split into 5 supersets, so that's 10 exercises in total. For each superset, so each pair of exercises, you're going to do the exercise for as many repetitions as I say, and you're going to do those pairs of exercises 3 times through. Okay, so the first set of exercises is squat and knee. So what you're going to do is you're just going to squat down, and you're going to bring a knee up, and then you're going to squat back down, bring your knee up, squat back down, bring your knee up. And you're going to keep doing that. And we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So when you're doing it, make sure your core is engaged. You want your knees facing forwards like you would do in a normal squat. Make sure you maintain that squat position. And when you squat down, you want to make sure that you've got a nice straight back. Don't lean too far forwards. Then we're going straight into up-down planks. So for your up-down plank, you want your hands directly below your shoulders. You're going to start like this, and you are going to do 8 repetitions, so 4 on one side, pushing your hand out of one side, and 4 on the other. So down, up, down, up, that's 2 reps, down, up, down, up, that's 4, and then you'd switch sides so you lead with the other hand. Okay, so you go down, push up with that hand. Okay, so you're going to do that for 8 repetitions. Now you're going to do both those exercises, no rest in between. At the end of that pair, you're going to have a 1-minute rest, and then you're going to repeat the exercises for 2 more sets with that same rest. Once you've finished 3 sets of that exercise, we're going to move on to the next set. Okay, so for the next set, we're going to be doing a dead bug followed by forward lunges. Okay, so for a dead bug, there's lots of different ways that we can do this. So you're going to be laying on your back. Okay, and you can either hold your water bottle up here to make it a little bit harder, or you can make it easier by doing half dead bug. But a normal dead bug is going to be up like this, and you're going to bring your feet and your hands apart and then back in. Make sure that your back doesn't come off the floor. You want to keep that core nice and engaged. To make it easier, what you can do is do a half, so opposite hand, opposite leg goes down. Or like I said, hold something here, so like a bean can or a tin or a water bottle, and you're going to do that for 10 repetitions. And then that is going to be directly followed with forward lunges. So really simple, nice and easy. Stand here, you're going to do 5 on each leg, so 10 in total. You're going to lunge forward, back up, lunge forward, back up, and alternate every time. Make sure you've got a nice 90-degree angle, okay? And that your knee isn't going in front of your toes. So that is the end of that superset. So again, you're doing 10 dead bugs, 5 lunges on each side, 10 in total. That is 1 set. 1 minute's rest after that set, and then you're repeating for 2 further sets, and then on to the next superset. Okay, so the next superset is a stability and an upper body one. So the first one that we're going to do is tricep toe touch, and you're going to do 8 repetitions of these. So what you can do, there's lots of different versions. The one that I would like us to try first is this one. So hands on the floor, push yourself up. You're going to keep yourself in this position, and then what I want you to do is kind of keep your hips up, and what you're going to do is you're going to reach forward for that toe. So, okay, you're going to do 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then from there, we're going to go straight into bird dog. A regression for your tricep toe touch is to basically just have your hands still. You're going to still go up in this position, but you're just going to lift your legs. And if you're doing that, I would like you to do 8 on each leg, so 16 in total. So just 8 leg lifts, alternate them each time. Try and keep your hips up. You don't want them to drop, so you kind of always want them at this position, not down here. Keep them up there. And if you are finding that really easy, what you can do is try and lift your leg much higher. So what you're going to do is you can do 8 repetitions for the normal one at the beginning, 16 for the easier one, and keep it at 8 for the harder one. And then to move on, we're going to do bird dog. So bird dog's nice and simple. You want to be in like a tabletop position, hands directly below your shoulders, knees directly below your hips. You're going to do opposite hand to opposite leg. So bring your leg up and draw your hand up at the same time. Make sure you're nice and stable, and then go back to the beginning. Now to make this easier, what you can do is do a little lift. And to make it even harder, you can do a crunch in the middle. So come in, crunch, back out. Come in, crunch, back out. Okay, and then what I would like you to do is do 8 of those on each side, so 16 repetitions in total. Again, the tricep toe touch with the bird dog, that is 1 set. Then you're going to have a minute's rest and repeat for 2 further sets, and then move on to the next superset. Okay, so this superset is predominantly focused on injury prevention and plyometric based training. So the first exercise which we're going to do is an adductor leg lift. So what you're going to do is get yourself in a side position. This leg, or whatever side you're on, your top leg is going to come over the top, okay? And we are going to bring our leg up for 8 repetitions each. So what you're going to do is use this hand to support you. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Now, then I want you to switch on to the other side and do the same on the other side. Now, it doesn't look that difficult, but it does start to hurt the inside of your leg, so really make sure you have that mind-muscle connection and you are pushing up with this inside bit rather than your foot. And then repeat the same on the other side, 8 repetitions on each leg. And from there, you're going to go straight into tuck jumps. So stand up. You're going to focus on that jump in. So what I want you to do is really kind of come down a little bit. You're going to jump and then come down. So when you come down, I don't want you to squat down. It's not a squat jump. You're just going to come up. Okay, and we are doing 8 tuck jumps. So 8 leg lifts on each side, followed by 8 tuck jumps. Then you're going to have 1 minute's rest, and then do the same for 2 more sets, and then have a minute's rest at the end. And then on to the last superset. So the last superset again is focusing primarily on stability and core strength. So the first thing that we're going to do is an oblique hold, and you're going to do that for 20 seconds. So you might need a timer. You're going to have your hands here. You're going to balance on the balls with your feet. You're going to push your hips up, and you're going to hold this position with your stomach tense for 20 seconds, okay? You might just want to look forwards at your toes. Keep those hips up. You don't want them down here. You want to really push them up. Squeeze your bum cheeks together. And then once you've done that for 20 seconds, we're going to go into nose taps. So what I want you to do is get up. You're going to balance on one leg, keep one leg next to you, and you're going to alternate your arms. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Try not to fall over. It doesn't matter if you do kind of get back in to that position and you want to do the full 10, then you're going to switch to the other leg. So when you're doing it, make sure that you're really concentrating on kind of your foot being stable, you're really focusing on that core stability, and try and do it nice and slowly. If you do it so fast, then the swinging will cause you to fall. So do it nice and slowly, touch your nose. Again, we are doing 10 reps on 10 taps, then switch legs. So for this set, you're doing 20 seconds reverse plank, each leg 10 taps, and then you'll have 1 minute's rest, and then do it again for a further 2 sets. And that is the end of the supersets. So what we'll do is we'll go on to the finisher, which is a small challenge that we have at the end, just to round up the exercises. Okay, so the finisher is a finisher challenge. It's high intensity, RPE of around 15, 16, and it's the final push before you finish. So I want you to work really, really hard. So what you're going to do is it's going to consist of 3 rounds. Now, if you need to regress it, if you feel like you've completed 2 rounds and you just can't do any more, then that is fine. But you are trying to push yourself, and it's the last exercise, so you can really give 100%. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 6 squats, followed by 6 push-ups, and you're going to do that for 3 sets with absolutely no rest. So for a squat, what you want to do is have your feet just almost shoulder width apart, your knees facing forward. You're going to squat down and come back up. When you come back up, you're going to push your hips forward, squeeze your bum cheeks. You're going to do 6 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then straight into push-ups. So you can either do modified push-ups on your knees, which might be easier given that it's quite a high intensity set. So again, hands directly below your shoulders. You're going to come down and back up. So you can either do that for 6, or you can do a full press up. So hands directly below your shoulders, just like that. And back up. Make sure that your shoulder blades are retracted. You're really pulling in that core strength. Down, back up. And you're going to do that for 6 repetitions. So either the modified ones or the full press ups. 6 squats, 6 press ups, 3 times through, and then you are finished. All done. Okay, so once you've done that, you're going to do your cool down. So put on some nice music, make it nice and relaxing, and we're going to just do a couple of these exercises. So what I want you to do is have your timer, and each exercise I do, you're going to do for a certain amount of time. So the first one we're going to do is you're going to keep your foot in the middle here, the other one's going to be here, and I want you to reach forward for your ankle, and you're going to hold that there for around 20 seconds, and then you're going to switch to the other side. Again, reach forward. If you can reach further than your ankle, then do, but don't pull back on your toes. So you can only reach down to your calf, then that's fine too. Hold that for 20 seconds. You're going to bring your feet in the middle, put your knees out to the side, hold onto your feet. You can lean forwards if that makes the stretch harder. And you're going to hold that for 20 seconds. From there, we're just going to cross our legs. You're going to do a bicep stretch, so bring it across your body, hold that for 20 seconds and repeat on the other side. Then a tricep stretch, so hands should be flat on your back. You're going to pull it with your other hand, but don't pull it too much if you can't do that. And you're going to hold that for 20 seconds and then repeat on the other side. From there, what I want you to do is you are going to go down onto your knees. You're going to reach forward as far as you can, but I don't want your bum to come off of your heel. So you want your bum to stay on your heel. And you're going to reach nice and far forwards. And then you're going to take it to the other side. So forwards for 20 seconds, side for 20 seconds, and the other side for 20 seconds. Then you're going to come up. You're going to come onto your side. You're going to bring this heel towards your bum. Put your knees together, push your hips forwards. This is going to do our quads. So again, hold that for 20 seconds. And then once you've done that, repeat that on the other side. Make sure you've got your timer and that you're always counting the amount that you need to do. And from there, the last stretch that we're going to do is you're going to do a figure of 4. So lay on your back. This leg is going to come across here, and this one is going to come up. This hand goes through, and you're going to pull it towards you. And that is going to do your glutes. And then do that for 20 seconds and switch to the other side. So once you've done that, you can relax, make sure you do all the stretches. Remember that after activity, it's really important that you drink plenty of water and stretch any areas which you know are injured or require extra stretching. I really hope that you have enjoyed the workout and go and reward yourself, have a shower, and we will see you all in a couple of minutes.